Okay, thank you. Matthew, do you want to just wind up?
Yes, so the active travel fund. So yeah, it'd be brilliant for the local authority for delivering more safety enhancements across the district for highways, crossings, and the recommendations at 6.1 that we accept the money. So I'm happy to take any questions.
Fine, thank you. I think we're always glad to accept funding. Any comments or questions to Matthew? Okay, I think we're all agreeing your paper, Matthew. Thank you very much for that. And then item 8, Councillor Graham, transforming our technology for the future.
Thank you, Chair, and apologies for everyone listening for the stops in play. I think, as you said, lead to this paper's more important than ever at the minute. I think, not to start with something negative, but the pandemic has really highlighted the need for the council to accelerate its digital transformation journey. And now more than ever, it's really important that we have robust and fit-for-purpose technology to support our staff and our partners to work efficiently. I think for me, it's all about technology is improving the sort of experience for our residents and continue to deliver that positive customer experience across the board. Back in 2018, we agreed as Cabinet the technology strategy. And as part of that, we had what we call our digital transformation section, and there was 3 pillars to that. Just as a quick recap, the Enterprise Application Programme, which we agreed in September 2020, we already agreed a significant amount of money towards that, and that was all about upgrading our My Account, developing that system that sits behind what customers see, and improving customer experience and services. The second pillar was all about digital infrastructure, and you will have seen this month we've launched our digital voucher scheme. So this program is all about getting our residents connected with high quality full fibre. There's still a lot of people across our district and across the country who don't have access to a decent internet connection. So we have got a number of projects coming through with that. Like I say, the first one launched this month. This paper is all about the modern workplace program. So it's the final piece in the jigsaw, really. And not only is it the most complex, it's probably the most difficult to explain as well. So this is all about moving to a completely new way of working. If you think about your own day-to-day life and how you work with people in your job, you may be sending an email to someone, you'll be saving things to a file on your computer. This kind of blows all of that out of the water. It's all about implementing brand new systems, a lot more integrated with other services. It's a lot more dynamic. It's basically the future of work, and it really is going to be quite different to what we do now. So as part of this, there's a lot of stages, a lot of information, which is all in the report, and I think the bulk of it is detailed in 5.5, but putting it in a really simple way, this piece of work is all about getting the staff in our organisation the training and the skills they need to get the absolute most out of the technology that's going to be coming in the future. And the second part is in terms of moving our physical storing of data, so our physical assets within the council, into the cloud, which I know everyone's probably still wrapping their heads around it, all this data flying around in the sky. It's not quite like that, but it's moving anyway from having those physical storage units and being stored elsewhere. So Cabinet are being asked in the recommendations to note the progress on implementing the key projects as part of the approved technology strategy, and they're also asked to approve the establishment of this new in-house team to support this programme. So with that, Leader, I'm happy to take any questions or comments from Cabinet members. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Michael. There's a question from Councillor Isherwood. Can't unmute.
Oh, I've done it now. Sorry, Chair, I couldn't unmute it just then. Michael, could I ask, we're introducing a new system in children's services, Liquid Logic, and I know adult services have their own system as well. Will all these in some way be tied in with the ones you're doing now? Are we going to have this coordination across the directorates?
Thanks, Margaret. It's a really good question. This report, this system that we're using will go across the whole organisation. So it will literally be just a completely different way of working. Rather than you emailing one person and then email another person and then sharing the folder on your laptop, it's a platform where you can pull people into different group chats and different meetings and share information instantly. It's really difficult to explain, but in terms of the systems you've just mentioned, I suppose these fall under the second pillar, which is the enterprise application platform. So across the organization, we have over 400 different bits of software and programs, which is probably a lot too many, really. But these all have a very special and particular function, and a very much essential. So what that piece of work is all about is bringing all of these together and cutting down on that wherever possible. So it will always be, like with the ones you just mentioned, it'll always be needed to bring in new software sometimes. But I think you're right in the sense of it is all about seeing how they fit in with this and integrating them, getting them to work together and link up so that staff can work efficiently. So definitely.
Thank you.
Okay, any more questions to Michael? No, can we agree the report? Fine, thank you. Fine, and the last item is the financial health report, the 2021 outturn. It's to update Cabinet and provide assurance on the financial health of the authority in respect of the general revenue budget. It's the usual paper that we bring regularly, and the recommendation is set out at 2.1. Before we do that, Neil, is there anything you want to add?
Just a couple of things, if I can, Denise. Thank you. So just to sort of compliment to members, so this is a provisional outturn report. We'll bring the outturn report to Cabinet in June once we've prepared the statements of accounts. As you can see on the table, we're forecasting a marginal 0.3% variation against the budget, 826k under. Section 7 highlights the key variations and issues for members with further information in the appendix. And then in sections 8, we've got the reserves analysis. You can see that we're looking to appropriate some monies into reserves, mainly to reflect the timing differences between receipt of COVID money and the impact that has, particularly around business rate discounts. And you can see then that impact in the collection fund at section 9. And then section 10 in the report, it just outlines some of the collection performances for council tax and business rates for members' information. So, as you say, Leader, it's a report for noting, and we'll bring back the outturn report to Cabinet in June. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks for that, Neil. I think we always get some comfort when you tell us how it is. Anyone want to comment, or can we agree the paper? Okay, thanks very much. That finalises the meeting. Thanks very much, everybody, and see you soon.